All right, here we go. We are at the start of the year 3 regular season simulation. Of course, we do have a couple of tournament games matched in between the regular season schedule for the Champions Hockey League and then later on the Spengler Cup. So we will be stopping to view those whenever they do appear. But besides that, we are going to hopefully get through the entire regular season simulation. All right, here we go. It is time for the Champions Hockey League tournament action. We are up against Augsburger in the first round. So here we go. And in game number 1, we have a 7-6 loss. That is rough. I mean, of course, goal scoring is what matters in the Champions Hockey League, so we're only behind by 1 in the series, but still not a good look for our defense there at the very least. Shots were 35-32 in favor of your ZSC Lions, but of course that's not what matters here. 3 stars of the game, Eskilsson, Trug, and Okatundu. And here we go, game number 2 against Augsburger. Please get the win. Please get the win. And there it is. We win 8-5 in the game, and I believe that means we win the series because aggregate scoring, right? So shots were 35-26 in favor of Augsburger. 3 stars of the game, Kapanen, Olands-Lind, and Koch. We, of course, win the game 8-5. And do we win this series? I believe we do. And yes, indeed, we did win the series, and we are going to be facing Karlskoga in the second round. Here we go, game number 1 against Karlskoga. We have a 4-1 victory in game number 1. Shots are 37-23 in favor of your ZSC Lions. 3 stars of the game, Olands-Lind, Gwinchard, and Dufer. Here we go, game number 2 against Karlskoga. We effectively just have to make sure that we win this game. We don't even need to win this game necessarily. We just have to make sure that we don't lose by more than 2. And that'll be a 4-0 win in game number 2 for your ZSC Lions. We are moving on to the third round. I believe that means shots are 34-19 in favor of your ZSC Lions. 3 stars of the game, Trug, Kapanen, and Mirzabalayev. And that means in the third round, we are facing Sparta Praha. I believe these guys, I remember these guys kicked us out of either the Champions Hockey League or the Spengler Cup. I can't remember exactly which, but last year they did kick us out of something. So looking to rectify that this year. Here we go, game number 1 against Sparta Praha. We have a 5-1 victory. That is what you like to see. Shots at 34-24 in favor of your ZSC Lions. 3 stars of the game, Skoda, Olands-Lind, and Kapanen. Here we go, game number 2. We have a 6-2 win. That is what you like to see. We are moving off to the Champions Hockey League Finals. Shots were 41-19 in favor of your ZSC Lions. 3 stars of the game, Craighead, Kapanen, and Skoda. Real all-around domination against these guys. Nothing to worry about there. Let's see who we are facing in the Champions Hockey League Finals. And it looks like we are facing Skellefteå AIK. Let's see their record on the season. 13-9. Okay, it's not bad, but if you take a look at our record in the regular season, we're 10-1 currently. So this should be a good one. Here we go. Game 1 against Skellefteå. We have a 5-4 loss. That's unfortunate. Shots were 33-27 in favor of AIK. 3 stars of the game, Nordberg, Mirzabalayev, and Eliaj. And unfortunately, I did not know this, but it is only a 1-game series in the Champions Hockey League Finals. So Skellefteå AIK has taken the Champions Hockey League title. That is unfortunate. We were so close too. We were this close to winning the Champions Hockey League, but it wasn't meant to be this season, unfortunately. It looks like. So now we get, for right now anyway, back into the regular season action, and once again, we're doing very well. 10-1 currently, 38 goals for, 14 goals against in 11 games played. So I have a feeling that Mr. Reeson's save percentage is something to marvel at. Yeah, 958 save percentage in 10 games played, 10 wins, no losses at all. Our only loss comes from Bouchard. Wow, and his goals against average is below 1 currently. I mean, seriously, according to our team scouting, he's a 2-star ability. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like he should be a 4.5 or even 5-star ability with the way he simulates most of the time. Because, I mean, look at these numbers. 925, 926, 958 so far this season. Like, if you're struggling with goaltending, seriously, just give someone a shot. Like, give a 2-star goaltender a shot. You never know. You never know how they're going to simulate. It may end up working out like Niels Reeson for you. Now see the stats of the rest of the team. You have Trug currently leading our team in points with 13 points in 11 games played. Kapanen with 10, Koch with 8, 7 for Meyer and Olands-Lind, 6 for Craighead, Lindman, Schmid, and Mirzabalayev. And now a brief look at the team stats. I mean, I'm sure we all know that we are great defensively, but we're also first in goal scoring in the league with a 3.36 goals for per game. And then the goals against per game currently sitting at a 1.27. So this team's just great. I think we could honestly go the whole season here in this one. Power play is currently sitting at a 11.4, really. Okay. Penalty kill is currently at 82.9. I mean, I guess the simulation has to find some way to score on us because it looks like 5-on-5, we are just absolutely dominant. How many goals against us have been on the power play? 7? How many goals against have we had total? We've had 14 goals against. Half of our goals against have come from the penalty kill. So we are very, very good defensively on the 5-on-5. That is absolutely insane. So presuming we're in the Spengler Cup, then we'll obviously stop for that. But if not, then we will just get through the rest of the season here. Okay, so I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Niels Riesen has, for some reason, gone down to a 1.5 ability instead of a 2. If anything, you'd think he would have gone up after the performances he's had. I'm not sure why he regrets, maybe just because of age, but I mean, he's not that old yet. He's only 30. He shouldn't be regressing already, especially with the numbers he's been putting up. Hopefully he just continues simulating as he has, and hopefully age isn't catching up with him already. Okay, so it looks like we are not in the Spengler Cup, as the Spengler Cup notification just popped up, and I do not see us in either of these groups. So I'm assuming that we are, as a result, not in the Spengler Cup this year. I'm not even entirely sure what the prerequisites are to getting into the Spengler Cup, because it kind of seems like it's just random. We were in it last year, not this year, so it wouldn't be the champions of each league, right? Of each league that's participating. It might just be random. Anyway, since we're not in the Spengler Cup, presumably, we are just going to go through the rest of the season here, because, I mean, we're 19-2-2. There's no reason to change anything right now. We'll go over the stats at the end. Actually, I think we'll do like a mid-season update. So on January 1st, we'll do a stats update, and then after that, we'll carry it over to the end of the regular season. All right, so on January 1st, we are 21-2-2. Not much to complain about on that front. And in goal, Bouchard has only gotten 2 games so far this year. That's how good Riesen has been. He has 20 wins on the season, 932 save percentage, 6 shutouts. Compare that to Bouchard's 870 in 2 games. I mean, I know that's very small sample size, but still, Riesen's been phenomenal. I hope he stays like that for at least the next few years. Well, obviously, I hope we get out of Europe this year and into the AHL, but still, if we are here longer term, then I hope Riesen continues to be our man back there in net, because he just simulates phenomenally. And on the skater side of things, you have Trug leading the point scoring with 28 in 25 games. Kapanen with 23 in 23, so he's point per game as well. Then you have Jabola Prada with 19 points in 25 games, 17 for Meyer, 16 for Olans Lind, Koch, and Schmid, 15 for Craighead, the captain, 13 for Lindman and Mirzabalayev. That one stumps me every time. Randall with 11. And now we'll look at the team stats. We are currently first, by far in first, in goals for per game with a 3.64. And goals against per game, we are at a 1.64, first in the league. I mean, yeah, like I said, there's no reason to really change anything right now. Power play is at a 16% currently, 5th in the league. It's not bad. Could be better, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about it when we're this good. Then penalty kill is sitting at 86.4, 6th in the league. I mean, it's a really good penalty kill. It's just that there are other teams that also have really good penalty kills that are ahead of us in that department anyway. But in terms of the standings, we are definitely in first. So let's just move on with the rest of the season here. And just like that, we have finished the year 3 regular season with your ZSC Lions. We finished 40-8-4. Or 37-3, 8-4 if you want to be specific about it. 121 points, goal differential of plus 89, so really could not be much happier with the performance this season. Although, of course, if we do not get it done in the playoffs, then it won't mean much. So let's check out the team stats. Goals for per game is at a 3.75, first in the league by far, so no problems there really. And goals against per game, we are a very close second with a 2 flat. Bern had a 1.98, so I mean literally 1 less goal against than us. Power play sitting at an 18.8, 3rd in the league. Not bad. And the penalty kill, 7th in the league with an 84.2. It's not a bad penalty kill. I mean, obviously we had a really good season, so can't really complain. Grade-wise, most of our roster did fine. No one who really stood out in a bad way. And point scoring-wise, Trug led the way with 56 points in 50 games. Kapanen with 43 in 46. 42 for Olans Lind. 39 for Meyer. 34 for Craighead. 30 for Lindman. And then just a lot of depth scoring. I mean, clearly we had the best offense in the league, given our 3.75 goals per game. So not much to really complain about there. And in goal, we have a 923 save percentage in 44 games from Niels Riesen. The man's just great in the regular season. Hopefully he can carry that over into the playoffs. Obviously, we haven't really had much success in the playoffs so far with this team, but hopefully this year will be the year because we do appear to have a pretty good team as we see. So honestly, anything less than a championship for this team will be pretty disappointing to say the least. And as we take a look at our history, we've been here 3 years. This is obviously our best year to date. Past 2 years have been 100-point seasons, and those have been good, obviously. But this is definitely our best team yet. Well, at least as far as the ZSC Lions go. So we definitely need to take care of business this year and make sure we win the National League Championship. Unfortunately, we are going into the playoffs with one of our defensemen injured, Killian Guinchard, but he should be back at some point during the playoffs, presuming his injury isn't extended at all. And he was pretty good defensively for us as well in the games that he played, 68 defensive grades, so I would definitely prefer to have him back sooner rather than later. But that being said, I also don't want to rush the injury, because if he gets re-injured and it's a major injury, then it's not going to be good for the rest of our playoff run. And obviously not good for him either. So with that being said, I think we're going to end this one off here. And in the next one, we will get into the year 3 playoffs with your ZSC Lions.